So what are the policies that are most relevant to you as an inventor? So the institutional policies that arise because of state laws and federal laws and policies. And these institutional policies are, of course, trying to, if you're an academic medical center, protect patients, and for every academic institution, protect the integrity of research and make sure it protects the unbiased transmission of information. And these policies are what guide the technology transfer process when we structure relationships with industry to make sure that we hit the balance between structuring those relationships to lead to a commercialized product, but not at the cost of jeopardizing the academic enterprise. So why and when should we even be worried about our interactions with industry? It's mostly to make sure if you're an academic medical center, the clinical care is not affected, where the interests of the patients are still foremost, in research and education, to make sure the audience gets unbiased information and that we are not biased in the design and conduct of our research because of financial interest from a relationship with a company. Okay. So institution policies that you should be aware for your own institution. One is the IP policy. It defines ownership. It defines the obligations, your obligations as an investigator to report inventions, etc. It also clarifies financial obligations to the question asked earlier. What would happen to the license income that comes back? It defines it. And it explains and guides, like the conflict of interest policy will explain and guide what, as an investigator, you can, how and when you can interact with the company, receive financial consideration without triggering any conflict of interest, which would be around the integrity of the academic enterprise of education, clinical care, and research. So it's a good thing to be aware of your institutional policies so that you avoid problems and manage your expectations as you work with industry in this commercialization process. I just want to quickly talk about, I mentioned there's state and federal policies that based on which there is a need. It's required that institutions have a conflict of interest policy, and for an academic medical center, this is the fraud and abuse anti-kickback policy, which is for pharmaceutical and medical device conduct for companies, which makes complete sense that you want to focus on preventing any undue influence which might happen due to a relationship between a healthcare provider and a pharma or a device company. Okay. So if this is the process and you are the inventor, you are at an academic institution, how should you see your role in this process? Most important things are to be collaborative with your technology transfer office. Your technology transfer office has built expertise in this process in trying to be at the interface of science, intellectual property, contract law, and understanding development of products. So cooperate with your technology transfer office, give them time to evaluate your technology, time to iteratively interact with you to evaluate the right path for the invention and in a timely way. So disclose new ideas as early as you possibly can, articulate what exactly that idea is so that there is time to do evaluate and file a robust patent application. And work as a collaborator in partnership with your tech transfer office. And the key points, times when this becomes really important is during the initial triage and later during patent prosecution. When the tech transfer office is trying to define the value proposition and marketing, you're going to always be the best advocate and marketer for your technology. You are out there at conferences. You and the Tech Transfer Office can strategize and collaborate together for the marketing effort. Weigh in, and especially when you're structuring relationships with companies, if there are key elements which your insight might help in what the diligence and development from your perspective might be, let's say in a license agreement. And then be aware of the institutional policies, conflict of interest that govern relationships between industry and academia. So one key thing to remember, that in a technology transfer office at an academic institution, your invention is one in a continuous pipeline of inventions. And if you submit the invention, stage one, it starts that process where we're going to market the invention. There might be license negotiations, depending. These could take a short time or a long time. And in the same time, there's another invention from another investigator, and that starts the process. And it's a staggered process, as you can see, more inventions come. So often, I try to give you an idea of what are the trigger times when, at time of evaluation, at time of the first patent filing, at time of writing the first time the confidential summary, those might be the times your tech transfer contact person interacts with you with a flurry of activity. And then depending on the timeline and the marketing takes or the license is done, you might not have much interaction with the tech transfer office on that invention, and there might be a period of silence. But understanding that helps you know when you need to reach out to the tech transfer office or why there is silence.